talking over it just to know if it's working or not.
Like I said, it's tough, but we're gonna see who comes out on top and who is the cast.
The cast.
I can barely see over there. I'm blind.
It was Gucci, so then we're gonna keep watching then. So the Tigers, we know the Tigers, and John Link, and there's actually a guy who I didn't know here, Merlo. This guy's from somewhere else. And that guy too. But this guy is Supersonic Blur. Guys, did you knew this? Supersonic Blur is actually a Hannah the Gods player. I've actually seen him in Discord walking around and talking to people, and I'm like, okay, chatting around and talking to people, and I'm like, oh, this guy has a cool voice because I saw his video on YouTube. He has YouTube videos, and then I'm like, he's in this show. Is this the same guy? So can somebody confirm? Is this the same guy? Episode right now pretty good. We turn down yet a bit. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Rabies, and that guy's called Rabies. Unexceptional, don't know who he is. And Freight Train, I've heard his name, but I didn't know who he was either.
So we had hundreds, if not thousands, of applicants coming through here, and we whittled it down to you 10 people. So first of all, congratulations, welcome. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Underdressed. That is his biggest issue.
Esports, you don't really get a chance to get comfortable. You're always running. So your first mini challenge starts right now. Let me introduce you to your first guest judge. Representing the realm, it's Nick Pretty Hair Keogh. What's going on, boss?
What up, man?
Chill, man. Excited for you to be here. So Nick is going to set you guys up for your first mini challenge.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
All right, guys. First off, congratulations for making it this far in the cast challenge. Now, this first mini challenge is going to be about how you look. Now, Twitch chat, it's a cruel mistress. No matter if you're tall, you're short, you're fat, or you're skinny, Twitch chat will rip you apart. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what you guys have chosen to wear today, because part of being a caster is being on camera.
Dressing is important. First impression matters.
I basically wore a costume of what I always wear.
You know what? This is a reality show, and if you're not prepared, they're gonna throw curveballs at you. They're gonna do these things to deter you and try to, get you out of your comfort zones.
My man, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for us real quick?
Hi there, I'm Jonathan, SSP Web. So right now I actually work in a small embroidery company. I'm a production and shipping manager.
That's the guy from, I'd say, think plays Hannah the Gods.
Small factory, which is... it's stressful work, but it's been flexible. It's been able to let me come out here. From the EU.
Yeah, he's probably my age.
United Kingdom. And, well, the only one to be able to represent the UK, so see how that goes.
Awesome. Well, you're representing it very well right now. I like that you are decked out head to toe. You are ready to go, which is very good because, like F. said, we don't have a moment to get comfortable here in this competition. I do like that you are wearing the bow tie, because even amongst the other men that are all in full attire here, you are separating yourself to some degree, and of course, you do have the flow, which is an important factor for me, as always.
I wasn't expecting anything like that, but I can understand where it came from, and it made total sense.
Is that pretty here? Oh my.
Hi, my name is Paul Raby Santoro, and I'm from Long Island, New York. I'm a full-time streamer. I've done jobs on the side. I was a full-time salesman for Chevrolet for a year, salesman for Bose, so I do a lot of sales jobs before I started chasing the gaming industry.
So just like F. I see you got the snapback on, no real suit attire, so not quite ready to cast, but at the last second here, it does look like you put on some nice shoes. I'd say probably my favorite shoes in the whole cast.
The shoes aren't going to appear on camera when you're
Yes, I mean, this is basically dressed up for Long Island. You got the nice jeans on, the shiny shoes, fresh fit, fresh line.
Some casters do it standing up, especially in big events like HRX.
Well, it is important to always be at the ready to go here, so as we head forward into the competition, we'll be expecting a little bit more effort than a V-neck in the morning.
Fair enough. And a V-neck. In all fairness, I did bring a blazer for the on-set portion. I just didn't wear this because they told me we were filming in a field. So
yeah, I mean, I would have thought the same thing.
I didn't show up in proper attire. That was my fault.
You're gonna film in a field. Why would I go in a fucking suit?
All right, man, go ahead and introduce yourself for us. Tell us where you're from as well.
My name's Patrick Shelf. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I've never really been in front of a camera, except for a Kickstarter video.
How?
But that was for a board game.
Okay. And are these blue Nikes a Nebraska thing?
How are you there
You got
and
the
not
kind of the
bringing the
opposite
camera
going
ever
on
in
Long
your life?
Island days.
This is all comfort right here. If we have to be standing all day, I'm not going to be in some nice dress shoes. I need to be in
Exactly.
my nice soft soles.
Okay, I feel that. Sometimes, though, you might be completely on camera, and that's going to throw off your whole outfit. But I will say you do look like a Smite caster right now. They are always done up about to the waistline there. Tom, you know a little bit more about that.
I'm always dressed to the nines. I don't know what Mr. Keogh is getting on, but yeah, the shoes, man, I can't be behind them. I don't mind the jacket and the jeans. That's like part of the digs, right? It's esports. We're not buttoned up 100%, but
Is it a
those
real
shoes,
reality
man,
show, or is it supposed to be
just
sarcastic?
not.
No, it's actually a reality show.
I'll set
And
my game
it's-
up tomorrow.
I've already seen 2 episodes. They're really
I
good.
think
I like it a
too hard
lot.
on my shoes. These are cool shoes. These are nice shoes. I did appreciate all the compliments to the top half of me, but he's wearing sneakers too. What's that, F dot?
my shoes are dope.
Hi, my name is Major Cosby. I am 23 years old and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I just graduated from school and I did have a job as a
From
manager
school?
at Radio Shack, but that actually went out of business, so I just kind of focused on school.
I've
for the
noticed
remainder
that
of my
Americans
senior
call
year.
school
Where's
college.
the effort here today in the
College
outfit?
school.
I mean, Shadowboy, we go way back.
I noticed we call it university that, and they call it
You know, it's been a long
college.
time since
I mean,
I've seen
school,
you.
I don't
I
know.
thought you'd get a little dressed up for me, maybe. I got dressed up for you.
There's no way
Well,
that
you got
guy's from
dressed up
school.
for me, and
No.
I'm gonna bring my
There's no
game,
way
but
that
right
was
now
high
today,
school.
I was like, let me
He was
introduce
22
myself on
years
a
old,
nice
he's good.
casual level,
Oh.
show people.
He kind of
And I know
reminds
who
me
I
of
definitely
Harry
don't like.
Potter.
But I'm not the
Him?
judge.
Oh.
It's all about Nick.
I see it. I
I'm gonna have
see
to
it.
give this one to my
Do you
man
guys
down
see
here
Harry
on
Potter?
And head to
Look
toe.
who won.
You got the bow tie, you got the hair
Who
all
won?
taken care of as well. I know that's an extra step in the morning.
What
I
about
feel
the
you
other
on that
guy
one. I'm
that
gonna
has
give it to you.
freaking jacket on?
But
Out of all the people here, we both know each other the best. I'm just
I
happy
guess
that I
he
made the choice to wear the bow
he
tie
had the bow
today.
tie. Yeah, it was the bow
So now
tie.
that we got the 2 Johns together, they're going to go ahead and be their own partner. Everybody else,
It's different.
we're just going to random you guys up. So we're going to get you guys all set, and then we'll head to the main challenge.
I like his style.
That will be doing the judging here at the caster. First of all, it's going to be Mr. Alex Golden Boy Mendez. You know him from Worlds at least once a year, and maybe some other things as well. Hello, Kelly Lake
Overwatch.
over here, right in the middle, former high-res sweetheart. And then, of course, we have my favorite misanthrope himself.
He looks
It's
familiar.
Hindu Man.
Hindu Man,
Everybody,
yeah, 'cause
say
he
hello to
casts-
yourselves.
he's
and then we
always
talk
been
to Golden Boy
casting Smite and
specifically, man.
stuff, and
I only really
we've
get to
seen
see you
Smite.
once a year. How you doing? 10 contestants are going to get together and actually cast a game of Smite. They've had no practice with their partner before the
They
main
messed the
challenge.
subtitle for
They have to
high-res?
cast the
Really?
game in its entirety.
I'm not
Everybody's
watching
new,
the
so
subtitle.
feel out
Me
your
neither.
partner.
Well, these are
Here's the
YouTube
pace of the game of the
subtitles, so they're
challenge.
kind of made
Work with the
automatically.
clock, not against it.
So when
So,
they
do you
threw it
understand
our
what
way,
happened
we
there?
both thought,
Um,
happening?
they won the guy who won the competition was him.
doing an
Mm-hmm.
outtake.
The one who dressed up the best, and he chose a partner. No, he stays with that partner.
Sorry, I know
Everybody else
I found the box, so I decided to
was
redraw
assigned a
everybody.
partner. They practiced together, and now they're switching up all the partners again.
I think it's a really good
So
idea.
now they're going into the competition without practice.
Your new partner is going to be freight trained now.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what's happening.
And he's
Sounds
like,
good.
I'll leave the box with you now. I've had my fun. I'll see you later.
I don't like that whatsoever. I've been practicing for 2-3 hours with a commentator style, coming up with an approach at the challenge, and
At the
I mean-
challenge.
I don't know, I'm ready for anything. I really
letter
am,
D.
but that's a nice curveball. Interesting.
It was kind of surprising, but at the same time, after this morning, I'm kind of desensitized to the surprises that could come or are to come.
I think I've lost something. We had a dimension. We had something special between me and Major.
I don't like it because we've spent the last, last little bit kind of practicing building up a synergy with our partner from this morning, and then they're separating us. I mean, I can see why, but I'm not a fan, I guess.
I
he reminds me of Markiplier.
really would love a little practice with him to make sure that our synergy.
Taking damage, and that's so
Yeah,
free
he's
damage
really
right there.
tough.
That's the worst maybe
He's off
trade of
camera.
damages in the history of ever. I mean, generally speaking, I guess they need to right now chill out a little bit.
I want to talk a little bit here about some of the
I love
builds
his
that I
accent.
think are very important, especially with Ataraxia over in EU. He's
Indeed.
always innovating over there in that hunter role. But if you give me just a moment here, a lot of aggression to R kill on that Gyarados. Are they going to be able to find that kill? Actually, they're changing their target over to Trip State. They got them very low, but not able to secure any kills there. Obey's going to back off, maybe force Dignitas back to base.
However, over in the soul lane,
Yeah, because you know nothing about
And
Smite.
Nemesis,
I don't know
looking
either.
like she wants to come over and gank the Osiris,
Forgot
but
it all.
he's
I
going to be safe
forgot
under
all
his
about
Where
own
is it?
tower. There, it's going to go
Same.
back and maybe do some invading over here on this
Cabrakan.
blue buff. He's still.
Yeah, I felt like I may have let my partner go on a little bit too long. I knew going into it, he could be a little long-winded, but
Auto
you know,
rap.
I think maybe
Is he rapping?
Is he
rapping,
a
chat?
little bit. But I mean, really, aside from that, I thought everything else we were doing was pretty on point. I wanted to ask you a little bit here about, we saw Obey take
He's rapping.
Just a second. Stick Rush goes through, looking like this may potentially be the first, but Meditation comes out from Emilzi as well, looking to do a lot of good work right now.
Nice wall from Kraken.
Indeed, he's going to just try and ground and pound. Looks like a full engage. Kronos has made his way over, and that's going to be
Robin for the
I like that
first
word. I
blood,
never use
just
it.
blown up on a
I
bad
should use it more
rotation
often.
from him and a great rotation from Team Dignitas.
Sounds
Obey
fancy
knew
as
that he
fuck.
used his immunity early to get away from that stop time.
So Gabby, she's okay. She's amazing. I had the chance to talk with her, to know her a little bit more, and she's a shoutcaster. So we're done. We're Gucci.
So if you can win these early fights, which they're doing, I mean, they have about a 700 gold lead right now. They're winning just based on, I don't know,
But the subtitle's
CC,
good
just
set, good chief.
making sure that the other team's abilities are down and they can kind of win for free.
Right now, Team Dignitas has the better communication. Emilzi way out of position.
What is it? MLC way. What the fuck is that?
He couldn't. He lied to himself, and that is very common.
We're reacting to
If you're
the
somewhere you
subtitles,
on the map, you always have
guys.
to be fearful of when
Don't
they
be
want to try and
confused.
tower dive you. And Osiris is such a great champion for that. But over in the left side of the map, they are trying to bully out this Toth. He is able to get to a safe distance, and now you're seeing a lot of ultimates pop here. But all Obey wants to do is disengage. They don't want to continue this fight.
Pretty Prime will use his beads there, so that is off the table. Great shot through the wall. Anorexia, he is up in the sky looking for the shots. He'll find one. He can't find the last one, though.
This team fight here has been a bit of a slaughter knocker. They're getting a lot of damage out, but no kills secured just yet. I think it's because the Ghost Fury just recently respawned. That's why we're seeing a lot of this aggression.
They want that pressure.
I mean, I don't know too much about Rabies personally.
They haven't
We get to know
told us
each
that
other
yet.
here a little bit, but I heard him doing some practice casts that he definitely knows what he's talking about when it comes to the games.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen
He's a little bit
the
rusty
swag-
on Smite, but
swag
that's my
guy.
strong suit. I'm a little bit on the Paladin side, but that's his strong suit, and I think that will be a better pairing than, you know, even previously what I had before.
Well, the Fire Giant's going to be an option once these Hunters get that pen fully online. We've got a Hasten Fatalis and the Kins. Once that Kernanos ends up filling up that Titan's Bane, we should be looking pretty good for him.
Olympus just used to keep him in a safe position as the rest of Team Dignitas is hot on the chase.
Maniac is going to fall. Here is he. He's going to get out. No, there he goes. Finally, zeros.
The tower is now adding damage to the fight, forcing Team Dignitas to back off, go right into the jungle, into safety, find some comfort in those leaves.
Man, that Kronos so good, so much swag, so much shambwall. Is right there, is keeping all the CCs in the right spot, and basically is just killing over and over and over. He's the man for the team fight.
He can run at you, and he basically adopts you. You become his son.
Yeah, I mean, that's also helping out a little bit.
become his son.
Is doing what he
Have them meet the judges. The judge is going to ask them a couple of questions before we cut anybody. So, Golden Boy, Kelly.
I'm not gonna say who I like because I know who the winner is. But.
The first two contestants that we'd like to see up is John Finch and Sonic Blair.
I don't know why that sounds so low. That was a mistake.
You nailed it each and every time. Like you clearly have a voice for this, and it's great. Like keep going, right? Like, you guys had a pretty damn good close. So I would say that was definitely a win for me. But John, just slow it down. When you were in your play-by-play, the pacing actually was fantastic. But
The rap
slowed
god.
down during your play-by-play.
Yeah, you slowed down. But then in the analytical segments,
The rap's
you
too
were just,
intense,
like,
man.
zipping through them. And I think that could be because of Blur.
The host
which,
couldn't
again,
do it.
Just food for thought moving forward.
Those guys
But
couldn't handle the
overall,
rap.
You know,
They don't respect
Yeah, the
guys.
synergy wasn't great, guys, but you individually.
On Jobbet and Patrick Schuif.
Those guys are.
What?
Cool.
Close enough. It'll do.
And
You guys were
Viva.
really interesting pair
Yeah.
to me because neither of you seem to know any sort of play-by-play. It kind
They were
of worked
kinda
out
like
as time went on. Or at least for me personally.
relaxed.
Patrick, I think you
They
did
were
the
too
right
relaxed.
thing at the
You
right
gotta
time
talk more
realizing
loud
that
to the mic.
Even if you were play-by-play,
They were
someone
like
was
too
gonna have to
quiet.
take
They
control
were like
of
too
that
relaxed.
and run with
Okay.
it.
At
Is there anything
least-
to improve on
At least the
there?
highlights that
Also,
they
just
showed us.
repetition,
Yeah.
the same words like
They
there
weren't
goes,
that
here comes.
big.
But overall, it wasn't a bad decision based off the pair you ended up working with. You guys are safe, and you deserve to be safe.
I just wanted to let it be known, though, that Ron, you would have potentially been in the bottom if it wasn't for Patrick.
The chemistry there was.
Ron
really,
would have
really
been in the
helpful,
bottom if it wasn't
obviously,
for
'cause if
Patrick.
not, I'm gone, presumably.
That's Ron.
I feel great being safe.
That's Patrick.
That was maybe the most intense experience of my life. I was less nervous getting married
I want to marry him.
I just want to say one
I just
for
like him. I
Mirlo,
don't know.
for a guy whose language
Anybody
is
else in
not
chat want to marry that
English
guy?
as a first language. I don't even speak English very well, to be 100% frank with you. You knew your weaknesses, right? A good commentator has to know their weaknesses and their strengths.
There's a lot of people that converse over each other full sentences, but you were giving these little pows and bams of like, oh, look at that, and it just made the action more palpable. The only issue that I had with you, Tigress, is that you held on to the action a little too long. You could have potentially let Merlot have it, but you, Merlot, were picking it up. Anytime she dropped it, you would pick it up right where she left it off, would mention something that she said, and Tigress, you even did the same thing. Anything that Merlot was talking about, you would always make sure that you added on to it, and that's very important.
For me, I can feel your passion. Like you got the passion.
I hate that they
in
sound so
Italian,
low.
I can hear it in your voice when you talk. It comes through clear to me. Your knowledge, though, different story. That's going to be picked up a little bit more in this competition going forward. If you want to keep going in, you might have done okay today so far, supposedly, but that knowledge has got to get out there too. Bring the passion.
I think they fixed it for the second episode.
So for that, you guys are the winners of our competition today.
What?
They won the competition.
Congratulations.
I told you, they were highlights. Like, they didn't really show what needed to be showed.
Yeah, I think everyone was kind of worried going into eliminations. And my mind automatically after any cast goes into hyper self-criticism mode. What did I do wrong? What can I improve upon? So hearing the positive feedback was...
Man, it's unbelievable. You know, it's incredible. I was so much done for. I was so stressed. I was sweating bullets, and I was I was took for granted. You know, basically I was already eliminated in my mind. You know, because I'm Italian. I'm kind of a fish out of water right here, and I don't fit that well.
Italian.
Well, good and the middle ground have certainly been weeded out. We're left with two pairs.
Who do you think is going?
Who's playing good Bracken, Shadow Boy?
Xylo. Not Xylo. Didn't know.
Who's playing Brahma, Shadow Boy?
Didn't know.
Who's Red Team, Shadow Boy?
Red Team was team... Let's see here. Don't remember.
What's going on? Like, that's the one thing. From the cast that I saw you on today, you were there as the chair 2 alongside Eric. And the one
You didn't
thing
know who
that
the
hit me
players were,
straight away is
who the teams were.
Where's the chair 2 knowledge? Like, where's the basics? You can see the player names on the screen. It's not like we're asking extra things for you to have to research beforehand. You should know that.
Yeah.
Eric Rog, please come up. Rog the Dwarf. Your opening was great. You had good pickups, but your play-by-play, your action casting was very weak. It almost seemed like you were relying on your voice too much for it. You have that radio cast voice, and the opening was phenomenal, but then as soon as you ever entered any kind of action, on my opinion, it seemed weak.
All right, Freight Train, come on down.
I guess since I don't
It's very
know
clear
the game.
that you have
we don't know the game. Yeah, he sounds
knowledge
great,
Smite,
but I guess he didn't produce what we want to listen to.
But the thing about this challenge, the thing about this particular challenge, was that it was about the team. It was about cohesion. It was about working together.
You would not let rabies in at all during the fights, and even during the color commentary, you just would continue talking, almost to seem to just like fill the air. But this isn't a show about the analysis desk. It's about casters.
I understood that he was a stronger caster in Paladins versus Smite, so I feel that I was obviously trying to carry the Smite cast a little bit more. That's realistically what it was. It was me just trying to interject more game knowledge versus a weaker Smite caster, whereas he had a strength in a different game.
But at the end of the game, though, when the crescendo moment of the game-ending Titanfall is about to go down, who's the caster that should be doing the close? Should it be the chair 1 or the chair 2?
Chair 1.
What were you in that game?
Chair 2.
That was my problem.
That was the problem.
I was actually mad when I heard that because I felt like as we were talking about it, everything was like, okay, it was like moving on this pace. It wasn't like crazy impressive, but it wasn't like horrendously bad. And then that happened, and I was so bothered by it because in all of my years of commentary, I've never done that to anyone, and no one has ever done that to me, or at least the people that I work with in the industry. And to be a professional commentator, you just gotta know when enough is enough.
I guess last but not least, hopefully we'll see Rabies take a step over us. You were out the gate straight away, personality shining and on display. You clearly didn't know too much about the game, and that's okay. because there's people in the competition that don't either, and they're still in the competition too. You got one really bad shitter phrase. Yeah? Do you know what shitter phrase is?
Yeah.
Do you know what your shitter phrase is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Every time we would wait for the toss.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we would be able to
We're
like
playing a
mimic
mini
it.
game with that back here. Every time Frank spoke to you, it was absolutely. And I'm like, please, just give me one other freaking word, Rabies. Just one.
Yeah, I knew I was saying it. I guess it's a comfort zone from for the lack of Smite knowledge. I guess it's somewhat of a comfort zone to just take the toss back and say absolutely.
It is.
It was definitely a mistake. No question. I'm better than that. Yeah.
If you make it past, that is most definitely the thing that you need to improve, and you will be judged harshly on that moving forward.
A lot of talk on a show about professional talkers. Let's cut it down to business. We do have to send somebody home. Not my job. You guys.
A lot of talk.
Every single one of these people
in the show
deserves to be
about
on the show
professional
every single
talking.
time. But the first contestant that will be leaving this week is Shadow Boy. Shadow, I think you know yourself, like I expected more from you in this competition overall, and when you compare to the rest of the lineup today, it just wasn't as well as you expected.
Looking back on it a little heavier, I just didn't bring it the way I usually do. I didn't bring anything that I normally would.
We lost Shadow, boys.
It's expected.
So another one out?
I'm gonna let the judges deal with that stuff. We're
That
gonna
guy's
figure out
like
one more person to
so
send out.
nervous. It's like looking at
This
everybody.
guy? Yeah, he's like, oh
It is
shit.
almost done.
I'm
We've got
done.
3 people
It's
left.
like
Everybody
looking
does
for
have to go
something.
home. And the judges took a minute. So Golden Boy, Kelly, and Graham, send somebody out.
I know that everyone here has capability. I've seen it today. I've seen it. With that being said, we do, because our host is a horrible person, have to remove one more person.
Who do you think it's going?
This guy.
In the middle?
Freight train. Sorry, man, but you're out.
Yeah, that guy.
Really?
Anything you want to say?
Because of how
I'm
criticized?
supposed to be able to speak, but I can't. I just.
You've been on the grind for a while,
I can't
Frank,
kiss
right?
you,
Yeah.
Stay on the grind. Because
I
I'll tell
can
you
kiss
what,
your
all
brother
three of us out there
for a
have done the
while.
grind before as well. We've all done the grind. You've got a lot of ability. You do.
Damn, he
you
was
have to keep
criticized
grinding
so
with it.
hard.
And you just take this
He looks like he's about to
and
cry.
work with it, not work
Yeah.
I would be crying.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us, Freight Train.
He's saying absolutely
care.
because of this guy. It's his fault.
I came here to win.
So today, we went from 10 to 8. Next time, we'll continue on that same train. Myself, Golden Boy, Kelly, and Hindu Man will be here. We'll catch you next time on The Caster.
But what are they casting?
Hey, what's up,
The
folks?
casting
Tom Baxter
games.
here. On behalf of everybody that took
That's
part,
through there.
thanks for watching.
My slogan? The caster. But what are they casting?
So, what do you guys think? That was really good, I think.